I'm Rick Soto, and I am a church planter, pastor, writer, and evangelist. I knew I wanted to get into that, well, about 30 years ago when God uniquely spoke into my heart and life when I was working as a young stockbroker for Prudential-based securities way back in the 80s, power suit and tie and all of that. God just came and talked to me and changed all of my passions for life. And I couldn't do what I was doing. I had to go do something new. How do I motivate myself? That's a great question. I actually get asked that from time to time. To be honest with you, I don't motivate myself. I think real motivation has got to come from without yourself, in the sense that my motivation comes from my connection with God. I feel spiritually, intimately, really connected to Jesus Christ and to God. And so He has more passion, more life. I didn't invent myself. I didn't create my hands. I didn't make up my brain. You know, those are all His. I'm His handiwork. So He actually visits me and inspires me with a very real passion every single day. Okay, so I think if you ask me, how do you overcome hardship and how I've overcome, to be really honest with you, through tears. I think there's got to be a sense of a real willingness to be honest and say, yeah, that hurt me, that broke my heart, that disappointed me, that I wasn't up for the challenge, or to admit failure. The biblical word might be confession, but I think it also enters into the nature of honesty. And I think that honesty oftentimes breaks your heart. And you just realize, wow, that, situation, circumstance, my own performance in it, people, whatever the case is, their expectations, their opinions, what they really are, and then it's hurtful or it's hard. But from that honesty, you can find life. Like, you can find new birth. You can be reinvigorated and re-energized and connect once again to that life source of Jesus Christ and get moving. Well, if someone wants to follow in a ministry of serving God and Jesus Christ, and plant a church or plant their own organization, or maybe start their own nonprofit, I think the first thing I would tell them, the first thing I would really want to know is, do they love God? And then second with that is, do they really love people? It can't be about your own greed. It can't be about your own gain. It can't be for yourself. It's got to be for something more than that. So in terms of like church work, it's definitely got to be about the glory of God and the glory of Jesus Christ. And then I think personally, people aren't sheep for me to drive. They're actually sheep for me to love and to care for and to tend and to hopefully, lead through some servants or modeling to a better place. Pastor Rick Soto, and I've been inspired.